Ever since I opened my doors, my restaurant has been running smoothly in Cooking Simulator. But today, things are going to be getting a little chaotic because we just introduced the Chaos Ray into our own kitchen. Not saying we'll be making things going too crazy, but things will get out of hand. If you guys are excited to watch it, then leave a like on this video and let's get right into some cooking. Finally, we are back in my kitchen where I recently earned my 3rd star as a cook. Yeah, that's right. I'm a 3-star cook. That means I'm pretty above average, if not just average. But I like to believe that I'm a little bit better than I am yesterday. So let us get back into the swing of things and let's get our restaurant opened up today. But I do want to take a quick look at this new equipment that I just got from the store. This one's called the Chaos Ray, and it is a very specific type of ray. Now, one of the things we could do with it is we can actually copy a few of these items here. Like, I'm pretty sure we're able to copy this black pepper and make a 2nd can of it. So I don't even have to buy any more spices anymore. I've got all the time in the world, as well as this salt that I could put right down there. See, now I'm able to duplicate a lot of the things that I already have without even having to spend a little bit of money. Isn't that perfect? This Chaos Ray is gonna be doing great things here at my restaurant. There's plenty of other options we could do too, like scaling up the spices. Look at that. How am I supposed to deal with all that salt? I don't know. They can actually shrink it all the way down.
Tiny size of salt.
That looks like a normal size of salt. Well, this also looks like a normal size of salt, so we might just keep it like that. So before we get our restaurant open, let us get organized and prepared for the day. I've got 2 things of thyme here, got 2 things of salt, better make sure that it's not knocked over, and 2 things of pepper. So we have plenty of spices today, and if we ever run low, I can always duplicate a few more with the Chaos Ray. So let us skip the preparation stage and let's get straight to cooking our first order today. Ooh, an order of corn chowder. Now this is interesting. I've actually not made corn chowder in a while. How many potatoes? 300 potatoes, which is just 2 of these potatoes right here. Carrots and onions. How many onions are we talking about here? 120. I'm pretty sure that's 1 onion. And then how many carrots? Let's get down on the floor. 70 and 140 on carrots. Perfect. And now we need to drizzle it in clarified butter and then cut them up. Strange, I haven't actually made corn chowder before, or at least I haven't made it today, but we are going to be doing it a bit chaotically. Cut them and transfer them into a pan and fry for 30 seconds and broth and other things. Wow, this is a very, very intense recipe, but we'll be able to do it, especially since we have ourselves a cutter over here that will do just the trick. So now that we have the automatic cutter, let's put our potato in and get these potato chunks cut up. I hope they've got plenty of clarified butter in the sauce. Otherwise, this is just getting cut up for no reason. There we go. We got a little bit of clarified butter on that. We got some on the onion as well. And we still have about 1 milliliter left inside of the bowl, but I don't think we need to worry about putting it back in there. Get out of my cutter. Get out of the cutter. We'll put that over there. Probably get up these extra pieces. Don't spill the butter. You spill butter everywhere. I'm trying to pick up pieces of onion and you keep spilling butter. Get that carrot. And that's plenty of cut up pieces right there. And we need to put that in a pan for 30 seconds, but then also have a pot of chicken broth and a bunch of other things. Oh boy. Okay, let's get this pot prepared right now. We need to get 700 milliliters of chicken broth into the pot. So where's our chicken broth? That chicken broth, I'd probably put it into the fridge like a smart person. And we only have 383 on that. So we're gonna have to buy more chicken broth as well. Oh wait, maybe I was able to duplicate that chicken broth. Maybe I'm able to with the chaos gun. Let's get the duplication. That one gets duplicated. Perfect. But is it going to be empty? It is. Dang it, I should have duplicated it when I had other chicken broth. Now I've got empty things of chicken broth. So let's go over here, buy ourselves some chicken broth for 11. But before we open it up, I'm gonna use this chaos gun and paste it. There we go. We've got ourselves some other chicken broths. Yes. So now we have plenty of chicken broths to use. So let's make this one 700 milliliters. And then we'll be good to start putting things on the stove. We only need like 317. Mathematically, I believe that's what we need. 317 right there. Oh, well, that was a little bit more than 17, but you know what? 720 is close enough. Let's just put our new bits of chicken broth into the fridge. Just put that in there. Luckily, we got a bunch of thyme and salt and pepper. We duplicated a bunch of that. 12 grams of that. Oh, I need 18 of thyme. Oh, I almost short on time. I don't want to be short on time. I want to be right on time. Black pepper, get it up to 12 grams. And then we need to get a bit of salt as well. Let's get this up to 12 grams too. Equal parts salt and pepper. Once we get the vegetables fried up, then we'll able to get now that we have the pan on, let's get our vegetables onto the pan and get them cooking for at least 30 seconds. Then we can focus on the corn. All right, there we go. Bowl is put down, cooking that for 30 seconds. And then we just add it into the pot and we boil it. And then we got to add in cob of corns cut into pieces. All right, we're cut into 5 pieces, I believe. 6 pieces. Mathematics. That's right, 6 pieces of corn. So let's let's get ourselves a thing of corn, an ear of corn, I believe is what they're called. Where's our cutting board? There you are. Gonna need this cutting board before I start cutting my corn. And we gotta cut it into 6ths. So how do we do this right? Well, probably at a better angle because that one looked bad. Let's go right here. 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 6 pieces. Close enough. Now let's look at our food here. Oh yeah, it is cooking fast. Potatoes look done, but the carrots do not. But that should be all right. We were only cooking it for 30 seconds. Now let's put it in this pot. Right. So, oh, you got some potatoes hanging on the side. I'll be able to get those in real quick. Just let me get the rest of it. Get out of the pan. Out of the pan. Now let me just pick up these other potato pieces. Make sure that they get inside of the broth there. And now we can start heating it up. Correct. Yes. And we have to boil it for 20 seconds. That's not too long. And then once we get that, we have to add in the cob of corn and then add sour cream and the cobs of corn into it. So let's just wait until this chicken broth is heating up all the other foods. The potato and onion's gonna be well done. I hope that that's what they wanted for this soup. It does smell delicious. That's so good. That's so good. Okay, well now let's get our corn because it's getting close to the 20-second mark. I'm looking at the clock. I'm watching it move. Once we get to the 5 on the clock, then we should be able to add our corn in, which we did leave kind of whole pieces in it, but it's fine. I'm sure that that's going to taste wonderful. And now that we're approaching 5, let's get our corn inside of the pot. Whoa. Drop the piece on the side. Got to get that picked up real quick. Hot hands, hot hands. Whoop, whoop. There we go. It would be really nice to just kind of get sour cream and then make a bunch of it all at once. There we go. More sour cream. Perfect. So now I have all the sour cream that I would ever need. And I'm going to take this sour cream and add 100 milliliters of it to this soup, which I've never made. Man, this chaos tool is so good. I love how this chaos ray was implemented into my kitchen. It was very, very clutch when it came to making all these good meals. Oh, and it's kind of glitching out a little bit. You can see some of these caps are missing, but then as they move around, they're just floating in midair. But you know what? That should be fine. I'm pretty sure that's okay. How's this looking? Corn on the cob is not cooked through yet, and it needs to boil for 100 seconds, and then we just need to serve with soup, corn on the cob, and potatoes. Oh, and we only have 50 seconds to do so. I only have a 150 ladle. I'm gonna have to find something that could do a little bit better. Utensils. Now I can get myself a 50 ladle soup or spoon, and that's gonna help getting this soup out since there's gonna be plenty of it. And I can actually get some of this soup right now. Let's get 50 of it in there, and let's get an additional 50, and now we've got 100 in there. And then we get the 150 ladle, and that's gonna give us enough soup to fill in the bottom. No, don't drop the corn on the floor. Oh, geez. And we got a new order. How am I supposed to lift up this corn if it keeps falling? Okay, got 1 piece of corn in, and I got another order on top of that. No problem. Got 1 piece of corn. Get a second piece of corn on the floor. That's fine. I'll pick that up later. Let's get this piece of corn. Stop dropping the corn. Okay, well, now if the corn's gonna keep dropping, I'm gonna have to just pick up the corn on the floor and then put it in the soup because that'll taste just fine anyways. All right, and now let's turn this off and get some of these potatoes. These potatoes look done. 10 grams, 10 grams. bunch of grams of potatoes here. And that's going to be added into the soup as well, or the chowder. We don't need to add any other sort of ingredients on top of that, do we? No, we do not. It looks like we have plenty of it in here already. Let's go serve this corn chowder. I've never served this before, but you know what? On this chaotic episode, we're going to see how delicious it is. To 3.5 stars, not so bad. And we've already made it up, so we need to serve it right now and just deal with the 3.5 stars. Oh gosh, if only I could make that soup a little bit better. What complaints do you got, guest, huh? I want to know. Too much sour cream and too much chicken broth. Even though I used the amount my recipe goes by, I'm sorry that my recipes aren't good enough for you, okay? And let's put this one on the back burner over here, and let's get started on our famous tomato soup. Now that's gonna be really good. In order to make this tomato soup though, I'm gonna need a new pot. So let's look at this pot. I got it duplicated and bam! Oh no. Why is it upside down? Okay, no problem. Of chicken broth, which is 700. Is all my chicken broth just 663? I guess so. Let's just get it poured right into. There we go. Got all of that poured in. We can empty that one out, and then we can pick up this one. Wait a minute. I got a big pot of tomato soup down here. What am I doing? I don't even have to waste it. I could just reheat this soup, and it should be able to be served like so. Because I know it's my tomato soup. It's my famous tomato soup. I've made it plenty of times before. Let's look at the other thing we need to make. We need to make salmon fillet and boiled potatoes. Oh, so we're gonna have to continue getting new pots and pans. Well, I do have that new pan that I'm not using for that new big pot. So let me just take care of all this chicken broth that we definitely shouldn't have wasted, but we did. And then we're going to make those boiled potatoes stat. I think we just need like 12 grams of salt for this. 20 grams? Oh, wow. 20 grams is way more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Woo! Okay, so we got a fair amount in there. Just mix it around, put it on the stove, and let's start boiling that up. And then let's get 10 whole liters. Oh, we accidentally put a little bit of extra, but that's fine. Where's our salmon fillet? That one out here, and we need to add 5 and 5 of salt and pepper. Salty salt, and a little bit of this black pepper right on top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's turn this on, and let's actually see if this soup is ready to serve. I just need 300 milliliters of it in a bowl. So let's put it right there. This soup again, put it right in there, and let's serve this soup up like so, because this is my famous tomato soup. I've always got it on standby for whenever a customer wants it. Tomato soup, good to go. And it's a 5-star soup. It always continues to be a 5-star soup. I love my tomato soup. Mwah. Now, this up here is a big piece of T-bone steak, but I don't think it's big enough. So let's get our chaos tool and let us try and increase the scale of this T-bone steak. Oh, is it not working? I guess I cannot change the size of our T-bone steak. Dang it! I'm pretty sure our customer would have loved a bigger size T-bone steak. No big deal. Let's just continue on getting our salt, pepper, and our sweet bell pepper powder. There we go. We just need 10, 7, and 7. So chaotic in this kitchen that I'm already forgetting what seasonings I'm adding on. All right, there we go. We got salt, pepper, and we got a bit of that. And then we just need to grill it on the grill on each side. Let's just pick up this steak. Ow. Okay, burnt my hand for a second. My potatoes are done. Do I need to add anything on top of that after I get them all out? No, it's just the salmon and the potatoes, and then we're good. Why can't I pick up this steak? So we got our steak. We just need to turn on this stovetop after we flip it right on. Blech, blech. There we go. And now we can start cooking that bad boy up. Where's another hook for this? There we go. Take that off. Get the potatoes on the plate as well. And this should be good to head out today. I already just doing some pretty basic orders here, but nobody wants any chaotic meals. They just want something simple, something fresh. And now we also need to get red baked potatoes and another order of a pork chop with potatoes. No problem. Baked red potatoes. Take potatoes, season with salt, cut onions into pieces, add to the baking tray, and bake for 60 seconds. We can do that. So let's get ourselves some potatoes to salt. How many of them do we need? 300 grams? Everybody wants 300 grams of potatoes, it looks like. They're just hungry for potatoes here. What's so good about that? Let's check on the steak real quick. Make sure I don't mistake my steak. It looks like it just needs to get flipped. It would be so much easier if my chaos gun could do it right away, or at least the chaos ray. That right up there. And let's get these potatoes seasoned with salt, get some onions cut up, and then we put it onto a baking tray. We just need 12 things of salt. And then what else do we need? Onions. Just one onion cut up pretty well. And I can't believe I messed up this order already. All right, there we go. Where's my salt? There we go. And while that's still baking, let's get started on our pork chop and baked potatoes. So we already have the potatoes over here. So this needs 30 milliliters of sunflower oil. A lot. Oh man, put way too much in. Let's just go over here real quick. Put a little bit out. Did I pour all of it out? I poured all of it out. Wow. How did I pour all of it out in one fell swoop? I just need to get 30 of it put into it. There we go, there we go, there we go. There we go, 30 on the dot. Now we can start heating that up. Now this is all done. We can get them out of the oven and putting it onto a plate right away. Let's get a large plate. Let's get our steak and our potatoes and onions onto it, and then we'll be able to serve. Woo, look how big that piece of steak is. I don't even think we have enough room for all the other things on this plate. Hold on, hold on. I'm gonna have to transfer to a large plate. There we go. The largest plate we got. Not this broken piece. I'm just looking for a large plate here. All the things you would want. Go. Oh, yes. Dance, my food. Now let's send this out on its way and let's see if our customer enjoys it today. Let's see, let's see, let's see. Ooh, very close to 5 stars. I'm pretty sure overall it was a 5-star. Just the taste was a little off for the customer. I guess there's not enough salt. And I guess my cutting technique when it comes to onions is difficult. Well, you know what? When the onion spins in a circle, it's really difficult to keep it the same way. And they've got another order of this stuff back here. Let me cut these potatoes up into newer chunks because that is something I need to do for these pork chops right away. And boom, those are some pretty good wedges. Okay, now we got to put this on a baking tray and get our pork chop prepared before we just start cooking our potatoes away. Now we need a pork chop with salt, pepper, and thyme, and then we just need to cook it up onto the grill. Where is our pork chops at? Right there, the ones with like the little leg on it. So weird. So let's do pepper. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do a bit of salt. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then let's get ourselves the thyme that we need. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Place this bad boy right into the grill, and we can get these into the oven cooking up right now. And I'm pretty sure, yeah, that's all we need to do for these two is get them cooked up. Oh, everything's kind of finished already, so I gotta go get me a serve right now, a serving size of it already. So let's put it down and let's get a bit of our soup out of here. That's good, because we're still reheating it as it's going. Oh, and it's very, very laggy every time I look at it. Must be some really delicious soup, huh? One more piece of corn should be good. Oh, and I dropped it on the floor. Well, that's when you know it's gonna be good, okay? All right, let's just put this in. You know what, the carrot can last in there as well. Dang it, I just keep dropping things with my ladle. All right, I'm just gonna pick it up by hand. Hot hands, but it should be all right. Let's put that in there. Pork chop is, ow, 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 ready to flip. Flip, flip, flip. Don't use your hands to grab everything, especially when it is still hot. Right there. So let's get our potato, corn, chowder here, because that is what they want today. Boom, a boom. Let's see how it is. Tasty? Ooh, not tasty at all. I just got a 2-star on the corn chowder. What? Oh, probably because it was just unwanted water. I didn't add water into it. And then they just didn't like the heating mistakes that I made, and it was too cold. Well, I tried heating it up. I was heating it up right now. It's still heating up in the back of the pot anyways. But let's just get our pork chop and our baked potatoes out of here because that's the last order that we have on our list. Okay, well, I keep breaking plates. How do I keep breaking plates? I'm just trying my best to walk away slowly from that rack. Okay, there we go. Got the pork chops. Potatoes are still in here. I'm just gonna pick them off by hand. Ow, 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 hot. Very hot. It's almost burning hot. Okay, there we go. And that should be good to go on the baked potatoes and pork chops. So we can send this underway as well. Perfect. Now that is done. We sent out a 4-star meal. That's got a little bit of our fame back, but we lost a lot of it recently. And we should be good at cleaning and preparing for tomorrow. Now, if there was only a way for me to make this mess go away fast, and I'm pretty sure I've got it right here. Whoa, what was that? Hey, well, look at this. I'm changing my mess into new pieces for my kitchen. Look, I've got new spices. I even got myself a drainer. Oh, is that a fish? It is. What the heck? Did I just create a door? Oh, well, I got rid of it. Don't know how that happened, but it definitely did. And I'm still trying to figure out ways to fix all of this. What's this? My tomato soup? Ah, you just changed the sweet bell peppers powder? How did that happen? What about this clam chowder back here? How am I supposed to clean it up? Let's probably just get it off of the pot real quick. Or turn off that heat, of course. Trying to have a bit of chaos in the kitchen here. So let's just take this up. This stuff is burnt nasty. And let's get it all out of here. Nice landing in the sink, perfect. I'm also gonna have to pick up all these extra spices that we have because we've just been able to copy a bunch of them into newer spices. Like look, new spice, new spice. Got all this spice now. Every spice in the world that I'd ever want for my kitchen because my chaos gun is able to do so. But how do I clean up this mess fast and efficiently? Maybe we should use the firecracker launcher. Whoa, that doesn't clean things up. That just makes a mess of this place. It's actually kind of fun. Oh, no! My soup! I accidentally firecrackered my soup! No! Okay, is there any way for me to recover it? Maybe if I just make it a bigger serving of soup? Ah! My soup! Is my soup still in here? Soup? Maybe I should shrink it down. Ow! Can I shrink it on my head? It looks like I kind of can. Oh. It shrank around my gun. My shrink ray got it. All right, let's reset the size. Oh, that's the size of the pot. And let's actually upgrade our pan to a bigger one. Big pan! There we go. Now we got one of the biggest pans to make all the food we'd ever need to in our restaurant. We don't need more seasonings to do so. We just need bigger seasonings. Yes! Oh, this chaos gun is so cool! Oh my gosh, look how gigantic this spatula is! Hello? I can make myself big food on my big pan here. It's not really quite the same size though. So let me actually go get my chaos ray and let's make it a little bit bigger here. There we go. There we go. A spatula to match the size of the pan. Whoa. I didn't even know I could get a mug. Ah, I can't see. I'm trapped in the mug. There we go. Back to normal size, you mug. Let's try and get this spatula off the ground. There we go. I got gravity shifter on. So now this thing floats in air. Oh, now it doesn't. But now it does! Now I'll make everything in this kitchen float. Float my seasonings. Make everything elevate in flavor. And while we're at it, let's elevate our own stars. That's right, we're now floating. They're floating stars. And what happens if I send them a shockwave that way? Woo! Oh my goodness. I'm breaking my entire kitchen! This tool is chaotic as heck! Oh man! This is brutal! Well, how much more damage can we cause to this kitchen here? Oh, well there's my 3-star award up there. Still glad I earned that one before this all happened. Bang! Oh my, wow. You need to grab a phone. Oh, I need to grab a phone? What? Am I breaking too much in my own kitchen here? I can't tell. My kitchen is in pieces! And I could keep just throwing firecrackers around, causing more damage. Isn't this just fun? This chaos weapon, or this chaos ray, is so out of whack. I'm just causing too much destruction to my own kitchen. How is this gonna benefit anyone? Wow, the heat in that kitchen is on fire. Literally explosive because our kitchen is now in pieces. If you guys wanna help me out, leave a like on this video and I'll get my kitchen repaired for next time. Also, click on that subscribe button. That way you can watch more cooking videos when they show up on my channel. Like this one on the screen. We got an order up for somebody who wants a really delicious video, and all you gotta do is tap or click on it, and you can start eating it up right there. Trust me, this one is like a 5-star dish, like as good as my tomato soup 5-star, but not nearly as good as how much chaos I can add to my soup.